I'm sorry. Whoa. Let me try that again. 8:39, Big 550 KTRS. Lisa Pashota is our guest. She, of course, is with CrimeStoppers, and she is our friend. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
All right. Is there a microphone on? Try that again. Good morning, Lisa. Thanks for joining us.
Her sexy voice.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
You did have your sexy voice on. That was kind of nice.
It's a morning voice, yeah.
All right. So our goal in this is to somehow you tell us a couple of crimes, tell us a couple of helpful hints. Somebody's listening. They call you. If their tip leads to a conviction, what do they get?
They'll get a reward of up to $1,000 for felony arrests and up to between $2,000 and $5,000 for an arrest on a homicide case.
Ha.
Yes.
Our goal is to have people call you, and we close a couple of cases.
And it's all completely anonymous.
And it's all completely anonymous. So
Yes.
that's why you're here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
all
you
right.
for having us.
Phone number 1-866. And we should also say that it's not just this crime, but if you know of other crimes out there,
Right.
you can
Absolutely.
always call Crime Stoppers, and that same offer applies, right?
Absolutely.
1-866-371-TIPS. 1-866-371-TIPS. And as you said, it is always anonymous. All right. What's our first crime today?
Well, we have a homicide from May 10th of this year. Tommy McDowell was in his home, and unfortunately, we don't know if it was May 10th or 11th. Nobody had seen him for a couple of days. A family member found him in his home. He was stabbed and had died from his injuries. The police department, since he was in his home and nobody knew that he had died, the police department is looking for anybody who has information on him, on this case, on friends, family. They'd like them to call. Now, if you want to remain anonymous and give me some information, I will get that information directly to the police department. And like I said, you'll remain anonymous.
What do we know about the homicide?
We don't know a lot about the homicide because, like I said, between Tuesday and Wednesday, 10th and 11th, he was in his home and he was murdered inside his home.
Where's
in
his
the
home?
6300 block of Lena in Jennings, Missouri.
In Jennings, Missouri, a
Yes.
man named Tommy McDowell was killed in Jennings. Very little information.
Correct. That's why we're asking anyone who knows Tommy or knows anything about Tommy or his
Right. his
or this
situation.
homicide to give us a call. Like I said, they can call us. We'll get the information to the police department.
All right. What else you got?
We also have Town and Country is looking for a gentleman. And by the way, the pictures of this will be on our website as well as maybe yours. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And this gentleman's picture, he was taking a picture using a cloned credit card, a prepaid credit card. Someone has duplicated some MasterCard, and they're using them around town, especially this picture is from Town and Country at the Target store in Clayton and Woods Mill Road. So if you happen to recognize the subject on that picture, we'd like you to give us a call. We'll call Town and Country and give that name so that they can further the investigation and then get these off.
So you've got a picture of somebody who's stealing somebody's credit cards and using them all around town.
Yes, they're used the clone cards to buy stuff at Target.
What do you mean by a clone card? What does that mean?
Well, they clone the card. They make copies of the card. So there's probably, it could be 7 or 8 cards of the same number
Gotcha.
being used at different locations at the
Gotcha.
same time.
So you have his picture, you
Correct.
just don't know who it is.
Correct. And we want an ID the subject.
And the picture is at stlrcs.org.
That would be our website.
stlrcs.org. All right, what else you got?
And then we also have another homicide. This one is from the city area, the 5800 block of Lotus. This was last year, Rashad Farmer. He was standing outside his residence, and shots were fired, and he was struck by a gunfire and collapsed in the street where he died, unfortunately. A second victim was struck by gunfire, but he survived that. The family is offering up to $5,000 additional reward on this case. And then Crime Stoppers is offering up to $5,000.
So all we know is
Where was this?
This
This
is in the
was
city
in the
somewhere.
5800 block of Lotus, and Rashad Farmer was standing outside with friends and got shot by gunfire. We don't have any information on witnesses.
Right.
I'm sorry, on suspects. So we're hoping that somebody who was there on July 13th of last year, 7 p.m., might think of something, know of something, call us, and we'll get that information to the police.
So what's interesting about these cases is that you have so little information, which is why they come to you and you sort of come to us, because if they had more information, the police could probably put 2 and 2 together and figure it out.
Sure, and that's the idea. Police work it's like a puzzle. You have to have all the pieces to the puzzle before it happens and you get an arrest.
Right.
So we need to know, where that gun is. The police department needs to know who was the shooter. How did they get around? How did they know the subject? Do they know the subject? Was it just random shooting into a crowd? All those little pieces will fit.
All right. So these 3 crimes, as well as any other crime that you might know about, it's Crime Stoppers, 1-866-371-TIPS. That Rashad Farmer, $5,000 from you guys and $5,000 from the family as well.
And all those open cases that they have.
And you just gave us a picture of all of these faces of homicide victims who are still open.
About 180 on our website alone, and that's just the region of St. Louis. We have 20 counties that we cover.
Right.
So all those small municipalities and all those areas, all these families are looking for closure. They're hoping that someone will be behind bars and then someone else does not get killed by the same person that shot their loved ones.
Right. All right, Lisa Pashota. Also, we should say our thoughts and prayers go out to the Kansas City policeman who was shot and killed. I know you're headed over there now. Is that right?
I'm actually headed back to the office, but I'm going to give them a call and let them know if they need anything from us.
Yeah, another tragic story
we work
this
with
time.
Kansas City as well.
In Kansas City. All right, Crime Stoppers. For more information, 1-866-371-TIPS. If you know of any of these or anything else on the website, you can certainly go there and look at some of those faces and some of those stories. 1-866-371-TIPS. Lisa, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
846, Big 550, KTRS.
Hi, this is Jeff Lapine.